Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.
Hey guys, it's Eric. Just a quick reminder to smash the like button if you find yourself enjoying this video at any time. Leave your comments as well, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe, because 64% of you at the moment, for some reason, aren't subs, so make sure you hit that button. Without further ado though, let's get into today's video. YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. Sorry, I literally just got a text message about something random. Well, not random, it's from somebody I already know, but yeah, I wasn't expecting it. Anyways, this is going to be a shorter episode because it's a weekday, I do have work tomorrow. And, yeah, there's other things I still need to do before the night's over, but I wanted to play. Just kind of have the itch to play it. So we're going to get right into it. Are we really already in August? Holy cow. Well, let's go ahead and check out everybody out. Paracosm, I don't think he's peaked yet. He's still growing, but this is his pretty much peak year. And we got to get him that GWS Dirt title. 8 Grade 1 wins, man. This guy is very close to achieving what Honeybee did. Very, very, very close. And let's be honest, did any of us think he was really going to be this type of horse? You know? It's just like, wow. He has really come into full motion here. And again, his stats are good. They're not like super horse worthy, but he can give us a super horse with these type of stats. The right mare, he can give us a super horse. I'm so happy with what he's been able to do as a second generation horse here. So Primal Justice, he's already peaked, unfortunately, which is really crazy to think that Paracosm from, in fact, I need to open up my spreadsheet here. Paracosm from Crimson Art and Big Monster. Better than Primal Justice, who has the same mother for Big Monster, just from Perfection. Different father, but obviously Crimson Art was better than Perfection, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, Perfection, only 4 Grade 1s, 9 wins and 20 starts. Not terrible. But, yeah, and Frugal Art, she's doing Frugal Art things. Very consistent, on a roll, shocker. And Legends Art, we have picked up our first win with him. Oh no, we didn't actually. We finished 5th in that race, mainly because he is a 9 to 4. He's a long distance race. I mean, long distance horse. It's not even 2 a.m. and I'm already not making sense. But yeah, I think actually he's gonna have a similar type of growth type to. Oh no, never mind. He's from Vivid Legend, that side of the family, so he'll probably peak at the end of his 4-year-old season. So we kind of got to get him going ASAP as far as trying to win with him, but his stats are whatever right now. Still have to be patient, you know. I still have to give him at least a full year of development before we even start to be in any sort of panic mode. But his speed is he's gonna be very fast, clearly. He gets that from his mother's side. Perfect art, perfect partner, very, very fast girls. Big Monster on his father's side, fast, Monster's Legend. So the speed is there, and then that's at least a good sign. And that's why I'm strictly just sticking to speed, probably for the remaining of his training. I have speed and stamina alternating. I think that's the best thing to do, because those are the only 2 stats I think that are important to focus on as far as training is concerned. So, everybody's in a race. We have GWS. I think everything is a GWS except for Legends Art, I think. Don't quote me. But Toxic Waters, that colt's in the stable. And we have a Honeybee foal on the way next year, and it's probably going to be another boy. And I just have to, I need to expect the boys, right? Instead of hoping for girls every season like I've been doing, and then I get my hopes up when it's not a girl. I need to expect a boy. That way when the girl finally comes, it's like, oh my goodness, yes, you know. But it is what it is. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. So, this is GWS Sprint Territory for Frugal Art. We just decided to toss her in here. Tender Cupid, Happy Page, Even Fan. It's actually a really wide open race. Like, Sudden Wave is the favorite, but by 60 cents. That's nothing. So, we can win this race as easily as, well, the other 7 horses that also have a fair chance of winning this race. It's wide open, so if we don't win it, probably expect a horse that's not the favorite to win. That's what I'm noticing has been happening, which I'm all for. I'm liking as tough as it's been in the last 2 years in this game, I'm really enjoying that we are getting very competitive fields. And that's just for me personally. I'm not criticizing anybody that plays the game differently. I don't see what's fun in playing a game, especially like this, where you're winning your races all the time, you're not being challenged. Like, where are you improving as a gamer? You know, I want to be as good at the game as I can be under the way that I play, you know? And to me, that's just hard to do if you're just winning constantly all the time. You need to be challenged at some point. At some point, you need to be challenged, because what happens is when you build an expectation of winning all the time and then you lose, that's usually when you see whether or not people are humble or whether or not they're poor sports. And unfortunately, Catch this Gal has the record here. That's actually insane considering she's been retired for over probably 10 years in this game. That's really wild. Wow. Sorry to cut that off, but for those of you that don't know, Catch this Gal is one of our brute mares, literally in the back of the barn right now. But yeah, I mean, you see what people are made of when they actually have to be humbled by losing, you know? Losing doesn't upset me. I always use it as an opportunity to see where I can improve, you know? Because you can only really identify those things when you lose. When you win, you're just kind of focused on the idea of winning and how you won, but you're not really looking at, okay, where could I have improved? Where could I have made things better, you know? Anyways, that's just me. That's just how I play Gallop Racer. That's why I like playing on this difficulty and having these sort of competitive fields. Like, yeah, they're a little bit to deal with. All right, let's go, Frugal. We got to go now. We got to catch this field napping. Got to catch them napping. We have plenty of stamina. And is this going to work? I wonder. We have a really good run here. They still have a ways to go. I think we just got the jump on the field at the right time. That's the 4-horse sudden wave probably still rolling up on us. But Frugal's going to get this done, and she's going to kick off this episode with a bang. Let's go, my girl. That's why I love Frugal Lark. She's just such a reliable horse, man. She's so reliable. If you know how to run Frugal Lark, she's so reliable. You just got to get her in the right window at the right time. Let's go, baby. Gotta love my girl Frugal, man. Gots to love her. And that's another grade 1 win at 8 furlongs. And, yeah, she is on her way to possibly becoming a GWS sprinting champion. I don't care about the photos in this game because it's like, it doesn't even save them. You know, the whole time growing up, I thought the point of that particular sequence after the race was because I was going to save them, and you can go into a menu in the game and look at them. We can't even look at these photos. Like, some of the things Tecmo did, I wish I could talk to the developers. Of course, I don't speak Japanese, so that would be the first hurdle. And secondly, most of them are probably on to different things entirely, or maybe they're just working within Toei now. But whatever the case, I wish I could talk to some of them and just ask them, like, did you think this through when it came to, like, having us take, you know, these photos of our horses, you know, with whatever championship we won or whatever race we won as far as the grade 1 is concerned? Did you think about it? Did you think about putting something in there so we could actually go back into, like, a photo albums and look at those pictures? Oh, okay. Primal Justice or Frugal Lark are tied for the sprint. I forgot we did get that win with Primal. I gotta be honest, if it's between Frugal and Primal to win, that's tough. Primal's also in the turf. But, the turf is... Prime Colony's already at 36 points. How? That means Prime Colony already won 3 races. And we're still... My main focus this year is really the dirt. Paracosm deserves to get that GWS dirt, and that's the only way he's going to get into the Hall of Fame. The turf is a wrap. And the sprints, I mean, I want it... Whoever's going to win it, I think, deserves to win. I would prefer Frugal, but Primal Justice, like, I'm still kind of on the fence about whether or not I want to use him for breeding. His stats aren't terrible. His speed is basically S, so that's okay. 8 to 10 furlongs, though. All he has is grit. He's not a bad horse, but he's just kind of... You know, it's just like, do you want to put him back in the breeding barn and to replace one of your studs? Like, that's where I'm at. I just don't know if I don't know if he's worth doing that unless he starts really winning. 9 wins and 20 starts, 4 grade 1 wins. Like, it's average stuff for what we've done on this channel, or at least in this series. In this particular series on this channel, this is like average. So I'm just not convinced if I want to use him for breeding. We have faster studs back there. So Primal Justice, I think, is really going to have to like kind of show out and win the rest of these GWS sprint races. And if he can continue to do that, then sure, he'll earn his spot for breeding. But I mean, what am I even doing with Frugal Arc, in all honesty? Like, what is there to do with her? So wait, what race is he in? Paris Mile. This is a GWS race. I just want to make sure. So, Paris Mile. Okay. So, you know, I don't have to put her in a race yet. I'm so... You see, this is how traumatizing 2004 can be sometimes. Like, I'm having to panic about putting my horses in a race in this game when I actually don't, because the game isn't going to take the horses away from me, and it's not going to put them in a race I don't want them in. 2004 not only will take your horses away, it'll also put them in races you don't want them to be in. But it makes the game more challenging, according to some of the geniuses in the Gallop Racer community. It makes the game more challenging to do that. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Well, guys, the 2-year-old Colt Legends Art, he is up, and he is the favorite here. I'm running 9 furlongs. And I'm excited to see how he's going to do. Sexy Sunrise. We were just talking about that horse in the Discord probably a couple days ago from the time this video is going to be uploaded. Mr. Legend, let's take a look at you. So his stamina is definitely going to hit over 70, hence the 9 to 14 distance. And I checked both of his parents. They both have, I think, A and B. So yeah, his stamina should actually be pretty nice. And Legends Art. I actually don't have him on my notes yet, so bear with me. Gotta make sure I get him in here. Legends Art is from Vivid Legend and Perfect Art, I'm pretty sure. Can I check the pedigree here? No, right? It's so weird. These games, 2003, 2004 both, they have such weird nuances that, like, I'm just like, why would you put this thing but then leave this thing out? I don't get it. I know people probably get sick of me saying it, but it's just like, you play this game a lot. You just can't help but notice some things. That was an awful start, but that's my fault. It's fine. Just gotta hustle him to the front, and he should get here. Okay, not bad, not bad. I mean, it was kind of like a slow stride to the front, but he got there, which is the most important thing. So, this is our race to win. We gotta win it. So, see how he runs. He does feel a lot like Perfect Art. I think I said that in his first race, right? I think I said he feels exactly like Perfect Art, really. I think he's going to be a lot easier to manage because, one, I now know how to run a horse like Perfect Art, so I know what to do with him earlier on. Like, Perfect Art was the first type of horse I had like that in this game, so it took me like 2 years to really figure her out to the point where we started winning, you know? I think the difference with this guy is we're going to be able to start winning right out from the beginning a lot sooner. Okay, he's got plenty of stamina. Let's go ahead, put him to work. Let's go, my boy. Come on, my boy, let's go. Down the stretch we come with Legends Art. We have some competition here on the inside. That's the 9 horse, but I think Legend has got him cleared. He's got the speed of his mother. You see that coming into fruition, and he's blowing the field away. Plenty of stamina left to go. He's going to walk away with at least a 4-length winner. And that is a good start again to Legend Art. That's his first race win of his career. He's 1 for 2. And he's got speed in there. And he's got good stamina and staying. So, Legends Art could actually be a lot better than what his stats may dictate.
Yahoo! You're the winner!
It is, I love it. I love how this game does, to me, a great job of translating similar characteristics from parents to their offspring. As opposed to just making the horses all feel entirely different just because they're new horses. It really does take those attributes, those characteristics from your original horse that you bred with, and then you get to feel it in the offspring, and again, we win by 4 lengths. Easy winner. Let's go, my boy. Let's go. I like it. Alright. Frugal Arc. Oh, no, Primal Justice. Oh, am I worried about anybody? Even Fan again? Sudden Wave again? We beat those horses with Frugal Arc literally like 2 races ago. They're saying Frugal Lark is faster than Primal Justice. Interesting. Sunny Stage is the favorite. There's 10 horses in this race, and realistically, 7 of them, including us, could win it. So it's another coin toss. 58 stam. Gonna have to manage that, but... I keep forgetting as well, because he doesn't have great stamina and he has a really good response rating, I really just need to, like, get him going on the reins more and not really worry about whipping until it's necessary. Maybe I give him one tap, but I kind of just need to focus on no whipping, or I should say limited and minimal whipping, because that is going to tire him out faster. And sometimes I do forget that when I'm on a horse with bad stamina. So I'll try my best to be mindful about that in this race. Paris Mile Cup, this is the big deal. He's tied with his stablemate Frugal Lark. In fact, well, I'll think about it. But we're often racing in the Paris Mile Cup. And actually, he doesn't need to get to the front. Oh, slow down, my boy. Slow down, please. Slow down. Slow down. I forgot. You don't actually need to be at the front.
What are you doing?
He has a good fuel rating, but I'm struggling to get him where I want. Okay, this is actually okay. He just doesn't need to be in last place. And I can keep him closer to the front. I'm not going to lie, the beginning of the race was my fault because I pushed him to the front like he was a front runner, because everybody is a front runner except for him. And maybe, I think Paracosm... No, Paracosm is also a proceeder, so, I mean... Yeah, Paracosm is a proceeder.
Show your guts.
Okay. Let's go. Ooh, nice. Grids. We haven't tapped into that with him in a while. And the 7 is just smoking us. Is there any chance to win this race with a furlong and a half left to go? No way. Endurance is going to gas him, but we're all dealing with the same thing. And it's weird. As fast as he can be sometimes, we do... There's nothing I could do. We weren't catching the 7 or the 4. I wasn't really comfortable that race, to be honest. He still finishes on the podium, but we were supposed to finish 6th, so we finished 3rd, and yeah, we were not catching Sunny Stage at all. That's on the stretch. Yeah, really was nothing I could do. Primal Justice is a good horse, but that's what I mean. Like, it's just kind of like you have to take what he gives you. There's no guarantees. Now this guy, he's been on fire on the dirt. Big race here. We have Rough Monster, who we're competing against, Sedate Ruler. But fortunately, the leaders in the GWS turf aren't here. I can't remember if Rough Monster is above us or below us, but being that the horse is the favorite, that tells, well, Rough Monster is the favorite. I think that horse is ahead of us in the standings. Sedate Ruler is also tied for favoritism, but keep in mind, we've beaten all of these horses with Paracosm, so favoritism or not, I just need to run our race, get the jump on them, and usually when we do that, Paracosm is hard to beat. Because look at all these stats, man. His power rating, obviously the only anomaly, but everything else, it is solid enough to keep your horse in front if you know what you're doing. So yeah, it's another one of those races. We get a good jump, we catch the field napping, and I think he's going to roll on to hopefully win. I mean, we need to win this. I really want to give him that GWS Dirt Championship. We missed it by 2 points last year. I mean, it's this year or nothing.
On the track.
This year or nothing. This is him at his best, so we got to make it happen. Alright, Paracosm, we have come a long way. We still have quite a way to go, but let's just get our heads down and focus. Absurd Dream. We must have set the record on that horse. Perfect start. That's a great start, and we're off in the first stakes. Great start for our horse, Paracosm. We're going to go ahead and hustle him to the front. Pretty good response rating here. And yeah, I want to make sure he's hustled up there, man. We can't let Sedate Ruler out of our sight. Sedate Ruler is still one of the best dirt horses in this game, and you got to make sure that you keep him company. Now, I wonder if we're going to have space along the rail, because if we do, this race is ours to win. I wonder if they're going to let me sneak up here. I think they're going to. Ooh, they are. Well then, that's a mistake on behalf of Sedate Ruler. You don't leave the rail open for your opposition to have an easier trip on the inside, but I'm not complaining. I will take whatever my opponents give me, man.
Okay, this is where the
Because I'm blocking the inside. I'm certainly going to make you run on the outside, you know. I'm going to hog it. Okay. I think I got to get him going now. I know he's working hard, but he's got plenty of stamina. He can make it work. Let's go, my boy. Furlong and a half left to go. Can Paracosm hold off, or is he going to tap out? Furlong left to go. The field is coming. Oh, man. Come on, Paracosm. Hold on, brother. What's going on? Oh, he's going to let the 8 catch him. Wow. Do we finish in 3rd or 4th? 3rd. It's a good effort, but, like, Rough Monster beats us. Beauty value. Double S on the stretch. So they're just telling me there was nothing I could have done? Oh, that's depressing. That's depressing. I just knew we had that one. But I was also a little bit nervous about having like a 5-length, you know, lead going into turn 4. It was a good week, but man. Primal Justice, he's still ahead in the sprint. I mean, if he wins it, then he's going to be a Hall of Fame horse. Well, surely have to retire him for breeding, I think, just to try to get some more speed out of him. Oh, wow. That's rough, man. How are we going to beat Rough Monster? We have a chance. The AI usually run their horses really heavy in the beginning of like a GWS series, and then they kind of stop running them towards the end when it's most important. But we're 14 points behind. We still have, I think, 3 more months of racing. It's not over, but my goodness, we got to get a win. The fact that we haven't won with Paracosm is kind of, I don't know what else to do. I don't think there's anything else I can really do. I mean, that was about as best of a race as I could have ran with them, and it still wasn't good enough to beat Rough Monster, who is a true dirt sprinting horse, so we do have to keep that in mind. But we're going to go ahead and run him in the Music S, you know. I said I was going to run him in as many races to just try to get as many points as possible, even if he's in the green one week. We need point accumulation because we're already behind, so we have to work with that. Legends Art, you are from... He's from Vivid Legend and Perfect Art, right? Oh, Monsters Legend and Perfect Art. Okay, my bad. Monsters Legend. Which, obviously, Monsters Legend, as you can see, is the son of Vivid Legend, so... Yeah, he feels exactly like Perfect Art, though. He really does, so... Looking good. Looking good, Mr. Legend. Hopefully you will really make your name worthwhile. I do want to see him in a grade 1, but because he's still developing, it'd probably be a waste of time to toss him in there. I think it'd be worth the challenge, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to keep him in opens for now. I just want to kind of stack wins. I feel like it's a mistake I made with the other horses in the beginning of their career. I put them in too many higher class races instead of just focusing on winning opens with them. That goes a long way. You'd be surprised. I also forget that Frugalark has 94 guts compared to Primal Justice, who only has 64. So she has an additional 30 points in the guts rating, which also probably enables her to do a little bit better in those sprinting races. So I'm trying to think, though. Is Primal Justice going to be ready for that next race? Ooh, he will. Alright, well, since he's leading, I'm just going to go ahead and keep him there. Frugal already has a GWS title with the Turf Series, so... I mean, we'll just kind of put her in a race if it's available. I could try to get a more longer title with her. 10 furlongs. This would be for a mid-champ title. The LA Turf. Or the Hall Stakes. LA Turf for sure. Run her against the girls. I don't want to run her in the GWS Turf because there's no sense in putting her in that race. She's already won the championship and it's going to be tougher horses. We just kind of want to stack titles with her if we can. Until I get bored and want to retire her, which that could happen next year, in all honesty. Let's do a quick save. Oh, man. I really want Paracosm to win that Dirt Series, but it's hard. Like, it was... I missed out my timing with GWS championships are always hit or miss. I'm either timing it perfectly to win it, or I miss 1 or 2 races that I shouldn't have missed. And that's what I did last year, because we lost it by 2 points. Now, we're having to struggle with Rough Monster, who has won 2 races. You know, so we have our work cut out for us for sure. But we're going to keep going. We still have plenty of time. It's just, we need a win. A Paracosm win will definitely help. But before we get back to Paracosm, Primal Justice, he's back up in the London Mile Stakes. This is the GWS sprinting category. And I don't know who's going to be the favorite. Excuse me. Lonely Club. It's going to be the favorite. Sudden Wave is here. So for Primal Justice, the last race, I ran him about as best as I could, and we didn't get any bad, grading for our jockey performance, and we still lost. So he's still not the fastest horse. If there's other horses that are faster than him, and they run their perfect race, and we run our perfect race, them being faster is still going to give them the edge. Not to mention, if they have a better guts rating, that also does give you a little bit more. That's what I mean. His stats aren't bad, but for breeding, what are we really getting? Okay, you're getting a fast horse. Again, we have fast sires or fast studs back there, but that's about it. Stamina's not good. I don't want that type of stamina. So, in all honesty, depending on if he wins or loses this race, I may go ahead and shift his efforts towards just getting a title.
It's a beautiful day for racing.
Because if Frugal can have 2 GWS titles, that would probably make more sense. But, Primal he is leading for a reason, so I always have to give that horse priority, whether I want to or not. He's leading the championship, and we got to see. Maybe it is his year to win it somehow, and maybe that'll make him worthwhile for breeding. Scabbard, another horse we set the record on. How lovely.
And they're off.
Okay, I like where we are. And also, to keep in mind, his stamina hasn't been the greatest. We've been tiring out. 58 is not good at all. Mid-60s is much better. I know you're probably 7 points doesn't make a difference. I think it can in this game, depending on the races and the distances you run. A horse with 58 stam and a horse with 65 stam, that could be the difference between you winning and losing some races. I do think it is that much of a difference maker. Now I gotta get him going now. I know. See how he moves uphill? He's fighting pretty well, but is this gonna work? You know what I mean? There's only so much I think I can do with Primal Justice. It's gotta be the perfect storm, and the other horses have to be on a bad day. He's fighting well as he always does. He's fighting well, and he may go on to finish 3rd, and he does. Another 3rd place finish. Could you imagine? He becomes a GWS sprinting champion by not actually being the fastest horse on the track. And that's on the stretch. I'm doing as good as I can. If anybody's watching thinking, oh, you could do better. This is about, I think, as good as we can do unless the other horses end up messing up. Then, obviously, that's when we probably win our races, but he is also on the decline, so. But we'll see how he is in the standings after we get through all these races. Paracosm, he's back up. Oh, Rough Monster's here again. Beauty Value's here, and Sedate Ruler. Gosh, it is looking tough. Sedate Ruler's now the favorite. Rough Monster's 2nd favorite. Beauty Value 3rd. They have us finishing 5th or 6th. Man, oh man, oh man. It's rough. It's really rough out here. He's not a turf horse. We're not going to win any turf titles with them. So, it would just really be a bummer if I couldn't put him in the Hall of Fame. I think he deserves it. He's almost at 10 grade 1s on the dirt. We haven't had a horse do that on the dirt in a while. Especially an original. Honeybee was the last one, and she's been retired in-game for over 10 years. So that's a long time, I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but this is his year to win it, and of course we're dealing with Sedate Ruler and Rough Monster, which Sedate Ruler is beatable. Rough Monster is really a good sprinting horse on the dirt. I don't know what to do differently. We ran him as best as we could in the last race, and it still wasn't enough. We still ended up getting caught. It's do I need to have him further? Do I need to get him started further? I don't know. What do I do? And I'm talking to myself. I know you guys can't, tell me, and then I can respond in real time. But I'm just kind of perplexed. I just don't know what else I could do to put him in a better winning position. Where's Rough Monster? And it doesn't help that Rough Monster also likes to kind of run midfield, so if Rough Monster was like a closer, then we would actually have a chance at winning, because maybe that horse gets blocked or just doesn't get to the front in time. The fact that Rough Monster is, we're literally right there, you know? we're only a 75 speed rated horse. Like, we're not in the 80s, so like any horse that's actually faster than us is going to beat us. Unless we get a Revo, which I don't really get in these games like I do in 2004. Yes, I don't know, man. I just don't know. It's just like last year was really the year I should have won it, but you know, I missed out. I'm gonna hold him a little bit more today and see what that does. Now I'm gonna punch. Now let's see if that gets him going properly. Okay, he's driving much better today. Ah, but you see, no close race, no nothing. It just needs to be faster. Sedate's going to get past us. Rough Monster is going to be coming up possibly, but is that going to be second place? No, we still may have finished second. It's not a win, but it's second place. It's still a good effort, but that's a race, ironically, I should have gotten started. This is what I mean. Like, Rough Monster finishes fourth, but look at the eval. The game basically is telling me that was almost a perfect race, and we still... I just want my boy to win the GWS, that's all. Great effort. He is doing as best as he can. That's the thing. He is not Sedate Ruler, but he's beaten Sedate Ruler a couple of times, and he's fighting well above his weight class, you know? It's like, I have no complaints against Paracosm. Nothing is his fault. It's just like... It's kind of a little bit of luck. Like, we have to see what happens with the other horses that we're competing against. But now let's look at the standings. Lonely Club's actually winning the sprint now. So Primal Justice has 20 points. Frugal has 12, which this championship is up for grabs for anybody. Nobody's running away with it. Prime Colony has ran away with the turf. I'm not thinking about this championship anymore. And Paracosm is only 11 points behind Rough Monster. We're still in the fight, but we need a win. We really need a win. And and we're actually winning legitimately as far as the jockey standings this year. We usually haven't won in a couple of years, but Paracosm still has a chance. We have to get lucky. We have to get lucky at some point. Rough Monster not being in a race will help, but of course we've been running him hard. He's still getting faster. His speed has actually jumped up a point now. Some other stats have improved, so man, I know you are running your heart out for us. I appreciate you so much, buddy. He's going to be in the green at the World Classic, but we have to do that race. I mean, do I wait? Because this is the thing. I think I held him out of that race last year because I didn't want him to go into the gray, but we need points. We need points. And I think as long as we're still running him the way we're running him... You see, here's the thing. I wonder if Sedate Ruler and Rough Monster, they're probably going to be in this race, right? I'd imagine. The World Sprint, I mean, we're not fast enough to win that, but would it be easier to try to get a win there? I'm going to have to save before this week. Like, I don't want to cheat the game, but I feel like I may have to, like, redo the race depending on what the competition are going to be in. Like, what I did last year, which is why I can't do it this year, I skipped this race because I wanted him to be in blue health condition. So I skipped the Classic, and I saved him all the way until this Independence. Me missing this race is what cost us the potential 2 points. So we can't do that this year. I'm just going to have to run him in this race and hope for the best. Because after that race, we only have the Independence. And that's really it. There's only 2 more GWS dirt races. Oh, wow. That's what I hate. The GWS Dirt is really a short series, man. So unless you're winning it outright, it's very tough, depending on the horse you're on. So I'll have to see. I'm going to probably put him in the World Sprint first. I know he's not a sprinter, but then again, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to go ahead and put him in that World Sprint for now. I'll make sure to save before we get there. And I'm just curious which horses are going to be in which race. Because, like, if I put him in the sprint race and we win it, but then Rough Monster wins the other race, we're still going to be behind. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't even know if that's going to help us, but... Primal Justice, he's surely on the decline, so, I'm not going to... Wait, what race is... Frugal was... You know what, Frugal? I'm actually going to put you back in the sprint. We're going to go ahead and scratch her from the LA Turf. And we're going to go ahead and put her in the Paris Sprint. Yeah, we're going to see how she handles that. I know, she has 87 speed. She's almost a 90 speed horse. She should be able to handle 6 furlongs. I could care less if the game says I shouldn't run her in that race. You guys know me. I take what the game says with a pinch of salt. And then for Primal Justice, he's going to be in the green for a while. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I'm just going to let him rest until we see how things go. So Frugal Lark's going to be up in the sprint. Then after that, I'll remind myself to save before the 4th week of October. And we'll see what we can do with Paracosm. But being 11 points behind does not help us. It's manageable, but we have to hope for Rough Monster not to win. And we have to get a win ourselves. It's tough. Anyways, Frugal Lark, she's up in the Paris Sprint. Scotch Crystal's here. Running level. Horses I think we can honestly beat. They gave favoritism to Great Earth. What? This is the... I promise you, I don't even remember ever losing to this horse in this game, ever. Who? Great Earth. I swear I feel like I've never even heard of that horse, and that's the favorite? I see a horse named Tycoon, and I instantly think about Zoo Tycoon. Shout out to anybody that's played that game. So fun. You never played Zoo Tycoon growing up, man? That's... Gotta admit it, that's pretty depressing. It's a really fun game. If you like wildlife and animals and zoology in general, awesome game to play. Planet Zoo as well. Cough, cough. There's a reason I mentioned that game in that series. Not for this channel, but for another one. Just keep an eye on things. Keep an eye. Anyways, we're up with Frugal Lark, Paris Sprint. Game says she shouldn't be in this race. Therefore, I don't care. I'm going to put her in the race. She's fast enough to win it. Will she win it is obviously the question. Perfect start. That's a good way to go.
That was a beautiful start.
I forgot. I have to run her way harder to get to the front. They're going to say bad positioning. Oh, how annoying. Okay, but she gets to the front really quickly. I'm just gonna let her run like this because I think it's working. Let's go. Now, is this too soon or did I actually get it timed right? Oh, what do you know? Frugal Lark is actually a sprinter. Huh, she can run 5 furlongs. Wow. Shocker. Shocker. Frugal Lark can actually run the short distance. Game's telling me, no, you can't put her in that race. That's not what her distance is. Kick rocks, buddy. Kick rocks with no sandals on. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. That's the point. Kick rocks. Because Frugal Lark is an amazing horse. She wins the Paris Sprint, and I think, with that being said, we should stick to trying to get her the GWS Sprint. I have way more confidence on her than Primal Justice. And I like Primal Justice, but Primal Justice is not Frugal Lark. She's one of the best horses across the entire series. You know what I mean? At 56-8, she shatters the record by 7/10, 6 to 7/10. That's actually a race I gotta watch back. We haven't really watched replays back in this series for a while, mainly because, well, I actually don't know why. Well, for one, we haven't had any fillies, original fillies. That's kind of been depressing. And 2, we haven't had like any incredible like blow away wins. You know, we've just been winning at a very consistent rate, but that's about it. I mean, she absolutely smokes them, man. The race was over before 2 furlongs. That's actually the funny thing. And yeah, that's a clear, easy 5-length winner in a sprint. That's crazy. In real horse racing terms, that's a huge win. To blow a field away by 5 lengths in today's horse racing world, yeah. If that's like a Breeders' Cup type of race, that's big time, man. Frugal Arc dominates the Paris Sprint, wins by 5 lengths, clear ahead. That's what she does, though, and she's ahead. I'm just going to stick to her in the GWS Sprint. She is the best chance of winning. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with the dirt, man. It's wide open. Another title? No way. Record breaker. Oh my gosh. That's what Frugal Art does, man. That's what she does. She wins races, she breaks records. That's what she does. Let's go, my girl. Oh, I love Frugal Arc so much, man. I really do. She's such a fun horse to work with. She really is. I'm so excited to have her and for her to be heading to the breeding barn soon. Oh, that's going to be awesome. 9 Grade 1 wins, 12 wins at 18 starts. She wins over 50% of the time, man. You gotta love it. Well, my girl, since you're on a roll, World Mile Cup. Let's just keep it going. This is your year. Last year was your year. You won the GWS Turf. Primal Justice. I just don't even know what to do with you, man. I really don't. I don't want to get rid of Primal Justice now, but it's like, what are we? I don't really want to use him for breeding. So I gotta be honest. I'm gonna save him and I'm gonna retire him. He has passed his peak, and I don't want to use him for breeding. He's not gonna win the sprint. I'm just gonna retire him. Because we're not, like, he's not good enough to replace any of these horses, you know what I mean? Maybe Monsters Legend, but Monsters Legend is doing well right now, so. Goodbye, Primal Justice. It's been fun, my guy. You will enjoy the rest of your days doing whatever you want to do. I did that because, well, we do need a spot for breeding next year, which we would probably have. Paracosm, I don't know if I'll retire him as a 6-year-old. It depends. Frugal, I'm just going to keep racing until I'm bored with her. And Legends Art, we just started, so. I am looking, though, if, like, any of the original fillies I got in, like, the beginning of this playthrough are back, because, like, we need... Wow. We have Ultimate Fan and Whirlwind back here, and... 5 temp... There's... This is giving me Mad Courage vibes, and I think I'm going to skip it, and I know there's probably a portion of you watching that are calling me crazy. I don't do well with horses with really, really, really bad temper. I have very good patience, you guys have seen over the years, but like there's certain horses I just can't work with. This is giving me Mad Courage vibes. I understand sustained growth type. I understand the temper is going to go from like 5 to maybe 25. Ooh la la, you know? Let's throw a birthday party. Last corner leader. I see that I can run him as a front runner. Stamina is already at 70, so... and he's good on turf and dirt, but... we need better fillies so we can retire them for breeding to become, you know, brood mares. That's what we really need. We don't need stronger boys. We already have strong boys back there. Like, I'm sick of it. And then we have Whirlwind. Not bad. Terrible temper. Gosh, why do these horses have such bad tempers? Is that the way they try to, like, nerf them? Give them just an awful temper rating? They might as well just give them 0 temper, right? Whirlwind is really fast. He has good stamina. He's mid to closer, though. I know these horses are back here and I have a chance to work with them, but, like, for what we're trying to do in this series, we don't need either of them. We really don't. Because look at it this way, okay? Ultimate Fan, I know, he'd probably be the strongest horse for stamina that we have. What's his power rating? 42? Like, no. That's not the trade-off I want. You know what I mean? Like, what are we really getting out of him? A sustained growth type? Yes. Long-distance horse that can run on both surfaces? Yes. Really good stamina that's probably going to be A or S? Maybe, actually, probably... I wonder if his stamina's double S, being that it's already at the 70s? Speed will probably hit close to 90. I mean, I get it. Ultimate Fan's one of the best horses in this game. But again, it's just more boys. And Whirlwind... Like, I like Whirlwind more than Ultimate Fan. His leg type is more my preference. He has the same growth type. He's okay for dirt. And, he's already at 88 speed. So he's like a real sprinting horse. And I know that. I've raced against him. And I've beaten him. I've beaten him and Ultimate Fan with our other horses, by the way. But we need girls, man. We really do. We really need girls. And they're just... Dancing Pleasure. Are you worth it? Late growth type. Front runner. Dirt horse. I'm not liking the stats, even with the late growth type. No abilities, yeah. You're a scratch. Cosmic Glory. Ooh. Gosh. The fillies are all the same. The fillies are all the same. Really fast, terrible power, terrible temper. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. But you know what? Cosmic Glory. Stamina's not bad. 65. Power is bad. I get 50. I gotta go to the chart. Hold on, guys. What is 50 power? I swear 50 power is like a D rank. Like, the fillies are all the same in this game. They have, like, the same stats, man. This is why it's so frustrating that the game isn't actually giving us fillies. Because I could be breeding those stats out. It's hard to breed them out when the girls also continue to have bad power ratings, you know? Like, I can take a double S horse, but then if I'm breeding him with the D... and we're not getting fillies, you know? Like, we're not really getting where we need to get to. So, looking at this... Yeah, 50... Excuse me. Yeah, 50 power. 50 power C. Early growth type. So, what we know is she's blistering fast on the dirt. I low-key feel like I just need to kind of be patient, in all honesty, because, like, I know people would probably want me to get these horses. They don't fit into the plan. We don't need Ultimate Fan or Whirlwind. We really don't. We don't need either of them right now. And if I had to choose, I'm choosing Whirlwind. I'm not dealing with 5 temper. Like, I'm not dealing with that. I know Ultimate Fan's a great horse. I've seen some of you guys have it. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm not in the mood to deal with Ultimate Fan. I'm just not. Sorry, that's just me being honest. I'm not in the mood for that. See, we have Mad Courage, who has double S speed. So we don't need a fast colt. We don't need one. As far as stamina, we have A for Vivid Legends, A for Social Brandy. So yeah, Ultimate Fan would probably give us double S, but... what we really need is better mares, which Frugal Arc... I keep forgetting I'm going to retire Frugal Arc. I keep forgetting. But to go back to my point, D-Power, 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 D-Power. All the girls have D-Power. Frugal's finally going to be the first mare back here in literally over a decade that actually has a good power rating. Thank goodness. Do I get Ultimate Fan? For what? He's a long-term project. I don't feel moved to acquire him. Blues Breeze is back. Don't want him. Fresh Light. Last corner leader free. Sustained growth type. 8 to 12. Decent power rating already. See, Fresh Light is more my type of horse. Most of these stats are going to be above 70 within a year or two. That's more of my type of horse. You know? But again, like, what type? We need a colt with double S stam. I get it. Fresh Light could be the answer. Big type. What's your deal? 7 to 15. Terrible power rating, no abilities. Yeah, right. Wait. Who else was? That's not what I wanted to do. They have the same stamina, so like, why would I buy Ultimate Fan with 5 temper and drive myself into a Mad Courage frenzy again? Like, why would I actually do that? I know how great of a horse he is, but I'm not in the mood for that. I'm just not. You know, and 46 guts, that guts rating is only going to improve so much. I'm not in the mood. Ultimate Fan, not getting you. Whirlwind is definitely more my type. He's not a bad horse, but it's like 71 stamina. I mean, sustained. I wonder if his stamina will hit 90. If it hits 90, that puts him in the double S category from what I understand. Yeah, 90 or above puts him as a double S stamina ranked horse. We don't have a single stud with S ranked stamina. That is kind of interesting. Fresh Light or Whirlwind? 76 feel, I like that. Not a good guts rating. He's a Procedure that can run as a front runner. Whirlwind 7 to 12, flexible on turf and dirt. Definitely a closer. But an 81 power. I like the power rating. And the fact that he's already... Whirlwind I might get. I might actually acquire Whirlwind. He has decent abilities. Or I could be patient. I could be patient and wait. Because again, like, I don't need any of these horses. I really don't. Fresh Light and Whirlwind could help us, but I don't need either of them. You know? Because the thing is, guys, keep this in mind. When it comes to breeding and getting our super horses, Frugal Lark is going to be a huge part of that. She has the power rating, finally. We're going to get a horse with at least A power. I mean, her rating should be A in the breeding bar. A is so much better than D, okay? That gives us flexibility. You look at her stats. You know? The important categories, Frugal is, she's A-okay. So, breeding her with Social Brandy, Mad Courage back there, like, we're going to get some really, really awesome horses. So in all honesty, like, I don't feel moved to, like, get any new studs. Like, we're just kind of going to have more options, but that's it. I don't think getting Whirlwind or Fresh Light is going to change things so drastically. You know what I mean? That, like, it's going to be such a difference maker. So again, just double checking. Fresh Light. What are we really getting from this guy? Good abilities, and I do like his leg type. I mean, he has flexibility to run virtually anywhere from first to basically the back of the field, but not as a closer. I don't like his guts rating, though. I'm a little bit concerned about that. But again, like, we've had horses like him, so, like, getting him, pointless. And then Whirlwind, kind of the same deal. You know, good growth type, we've had it. The distance and the flexibility, we have it. The abilities, we have it. These type of stats, we have them. And better, you know? So, like, not doing it. So, hopefully you guys understand. And if you're following this particular series of what we're doing in 2003, it really just doesn't fit with what we're trying to accomplish. Getting either of those horses does not fit. Now, we need to save, because I need to see what's going on with Paracosm. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the episode. We'll be wrapping it up here pretty soon. In all honesty, we have 2 more months left to go. Well, let's see how this goes first, and then we'll decide what to do afterwards. Alright guys, just bear with me 1 second. Oh, well, we're up with Legends Art again. Ooh, almost a $2 favorite, basically. I like it. 70 speed already. Yeah, this guy's going to be really... He's going to be as fast as his mother. Probably faster. I'm sure he's going to be faster, which is going to be... It's going to be exceptional. You guys remember how fast Perfect Art was? Now, Honeybee was fast because she was the closer. Perfect Art was technically the faster horse. Like, Perfect Art basically had double S speed. But, of course, she only goes in there with S. But, you know, she was extremely fast. In short spurts, you know. Honeybee could run fast for, like, 2.5, 3 furlongs. Perfect Art, you had to get her into that 2 furlong and a half window. And that was about the maximum length she could run. So, yeah, he's actually coming along better. His stats looked intimidating initially, but I keep forgetting. With these long growth types, they're not going to come out with, like, stats all in the 70s. That's not realistic. Not now. We'll get to that point. Alright, we're off. Mr. Legend, let's see what you do here. If we could get to the front, but we're running kind of hard and still not really getting there, but okay. There we go. You know what I noticed? We haven't ran against our original horses in quite some time. You know? Not in like, I think it's almost been... I think it's been over a year since we've actually ran against one of our originals. I think, have the toggle on for it. I just don't know if they cycle them in every couple of years. Or perhaps we're just not actually seeing them in the same races. That could also be the point. But we haven't seen like any of them in a while, so that's kind of weird. It's like, did they just retire them all at the same time? Maybe they did. They did put them all in the game at the same time. I'm like, why does that horse look like it's running weird? I forgot the horses have different animations in this game, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, you watch horse racing. Every horse doesn't run the same. You know, that's a given. Okay, let's go. So it's about 2 furlongs you got to get going with a horse like this. That's about the longest they can maintain this speed, and he's blowing this away. Legends Art is looking absolutely phenomenal in his 2-year-old debut year. My goodness, it's going to be another winner, probably by 4 lengths or more, maybe even 5, and he's smoking these fields. The thing is, I know I could be running him in higher competition. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to keep running him in opens at least until next year. And then depending on how I'm feeling next year, I'll start running him in different races. But for now, let's keep running him in opens. Keep building off of this. His stats will continue to improve as well because we're winning these races. He beats Fresh Earth by 5 lengths. Well, we're just going to keep doing things like this. Alright, let's see who's in. I forgot, though. You know what? It's fine if I have to redo that race if I'm going to reload the save, because he's going to... I mean, we're going to win it. Let's see. You see, this is what I thought. They weren't going to put Rough Monster or Sedate Ruler in this race because this is too short for them. And we still have just as good of a chance of winning. Stable Crop is here, Flaring Arrow, but... I mean, these horses were not a single one of these horses are competition for us in the GWS Dirt. So... we need 12 points. We need a winner. This will keep us in the fight. You know, this will at least give us a chance, depending on what Rough Monster and Sedate Ruler do. Maybe they won't even win the next race, but we gotta win the race. That's the problem, you know. So it's like, ugh. Yeah, I forgot. I also have Frugal Lark in the sprint, so I would have to redo all these races. But I gotta be honest, man. I thought we were really gonna win more races with Paracosm in the Dirt Series, and to be honest, he just doesn't quite have the speed to beat Rough Monster. As great as he's been, and the thing is, the horse has done nothing wrong. It's just that he's just not as fast as, you know, Rough Monster, who's leading the GWS Dirt Championship. There's nothing I can do about that. Nothing at all. So, again, I want to put him in the Hall of Fame, but I mean, what are the chances of us winning the Dirt Series next year? I don't know. Maybe Rough Monster and Sedate Ruler won't be there, but then also at the same time, another horse could just enter the series as a 3-year-old, and then we're really going to be stressing, you know? So it's like, we can't even be sure that we could try to win it next year, because an even better dirt horse could be in the championship next year. And then we'll be on the decline, so... it's really crazy to think I missed the window with him in his 4-year-old season, and we only lost that by 2 points. Like, what am I supposed to do here? These horses are just kind of, okay, well, they actually move out. Let's go. Come on, Para. Let's go, my boy. Now he's driving pretty nicely. He has plenty of stamina. We're not going to... come on, catch the 4. Where's close race? We need it. He's still fighting. Come on, Paracosm. Push ahead. Okay, we get close race okay. Horse gets blocked. It actually worked out for us. That's all I can do, man. So we're not reloading the save, because we needed a win, regardless. We needed a win. This was going to be the easier race to get the win. A horse that was faster got blocked. Not my fault. Not my fault. Paracosm, he gets it done again. We're still alive, man. We're still alive. But if Rough Monster wins that other race, then it's pretty much done. But I'm just happy we finally got a GWS Dirt win, man. He needed it. He really needed it, so... and he hasn't missed a beat. You know what I mean? He's been running perfectly. There's nothing that he's done wrong. It's your World Sprint winner. That's big. He might actually... could he be on the path for Dirt Horse? Well, another Dirt Championship, I'm sure, as far as the awards go. But could he get Horse of the Year? I wonder. Supposed to finish 5th, we finished 2nd. Or, excuse me, 1st. Duh. Now Frugal Lark's going to be up in the World Mile. Man, oh man, it's crunch time. Well, how about this? Depending on what the standings are, this could be the last race of the episode. Because if Rough Monster is just too far ahead, then we're not going to have a chance. But, let's just go ahead and win. I don't care who's in this race. Frugal Lark's amazing, and we just need to get the win ourselves, right? Awesome win for Paragazin. And, we got to take them, man. We needed that. That's the thing. We needed a win.
The horses are on the track.
All right, Frugal, let's see what you got, my girl. You have been on a roll this year. She's also on track, potentially, for Horse of the Year. Her and Paracosm. It wouldn't surprise me if either of them got it. Also wouldn't surprise me if, like, the game didn't give it to either of them. But I think they've done well enough to possibly receive the title this year, you know? Which would be awesome. Okay. Frugal, slow down, please. Thank you.
Hey, what are you
Not
doing?
that much, just... It's a little bit tricky getting her dialed in here. Mainly because these horses are just like... There's no consistency up here. Can we... Is there a front runner? Let me guess. No front runners. No, Wonder Chime and Tender Cupid are. They're just not going to the front. Like, why?
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Okay. Well, they're choosing not to go to the front. I don't know what that's about. That could work in our favor, but it's just like... It's kind of made the race a little bit of a headache, but... I think we can go now with Frugal. Yeah, let's go.
2 furlongs to go.
Don't ask me why I like switching. Sometimes I just feel better using the left-handed whip on a track going this way. Oh, and look what's happening. Frugal Lark's absolutely destroying the field. Shocker. And guess what? The game didn't give her favoritism. Also, shocker, right? That's what she does, man. That's why she's such a great horse. That's why she is such a great racehorse in this game. She gets it done again. Frugal Lark is just... Frugal Lark's just amazing. Frugal Lark is just amazing. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Showing world-class
Wow! Let's go. Yeah, that's what she does, man. She's running away with the sprint. I'm glad I made the decision to actually make her the focus of it because, yeah, I mean, she's the horse that can win it. For sure. There it is, your World Mile Cup winner, Frugal Lark. Both of our babies actually won on the world stage. This is Breeders' Cup stuff. And she sets another record. She really is the record breaker. That's actually insane. It's like the game really buffed her. She's one of the best horses in Gallop Racer 3. I don't know how she is in 2001 because I haven't really played with her in that game. I think they nerfed her a bit in 2004. But in this game, she's as strong as ever, man. Oh, look at that. Wins for everybody. Wins for the whole stable. Let's go. Now let's see where we are in the dirt standings. We know Frugal's running away with the sprint. Yeah, 10 points ahead. Lonely Club, no chance. Turf, Prime, 60 points for Prime Colony? That means that horse has won 5 races, probably in a row, in this series. 60 points is insane. I can't remember the last time we even got to that point. That's... Oh, please tell me Rough Monster Sedate Ruler had a really bad weekend. Sedate Ruler had a bad weekend. Rough Monster still ahead by 11 points. You guys realize, to win this dirt series, Rough Monster can't be in the last race, and we have to win it. That's the only way we're winning that champion. We're winning the GWS Dirt title. Well, I can't record... I mean, I can't end the video like this now. I'm going to be anxious trying to figure out. If we're going to win the GWS Dirt, I want to win it now. And if we're going to lose it, then yeah, I'd rather just know that we gave it our best shot. You know, that's all we can do. Again, Paracosm, he's not well. And he's still growing. He's 5 years old. I keep forgetting, though. He still could have a good 6-year-old campaign. Honeybee and Perfect Art were the same way. We didn't retire them until they were 7. How have I forgotten that? he still could actually continue to improve until he's 6, which does give us the chance to maybe try again next year. But again, I don't know who's our competition gonna be. And we're gonna have to run him in the... And that's, the crazy thing is we won that race in the green too. That's actually hilarious. You see, this is the last GWS dirt race. The Independence. And our only hope is if Rough Monster is not there. If he's not there, we can take this away and win by 1 point. It's going to be a tough ask, though. I really don't want to run Frugal again for a while, so I'm going to save her until the China Mile. She shouldn't... I mean, that's the last sprint race anyways. The mile or the sprint? I feel like I'd rather run her in the China Sprint. I don't know why. I know the mile is where she should be running, but I feel like she... As far as where we need her to be, I feel like she'll run in this... I feel like this race is going to have less competition. We just want her to win the title. Like, you know what I mean? She's already proven herself. What else do we need to do? Legends Art. I'm going to run him in the Young Crown Cup. That's going to be his first Grade 1 test, and he has the stamina. I mean, he could win it with these stats. It's not great, but he could win it if I run him right. And these are going to be the last 3 races of the year and the episode. Because there's going to be nothing to do after this Independence race for Paracosm. So, let's see. Any new horses in the shop? No, the same horses. Oh, gosh. I just thought about it, though. We're going to have to run against these horses next year. You're a turf horse, so I'm not worried. Blues Breeze, turf. Odd Trigger. Is this horse going to be a trouble on the dirt? Already almost as fast as Paracosm. With a sustained growth type, which means going to get stronger. This is what I mean, like, every year, we're running against such tough horses. You know? Odd Trigger, we're going to have to compete against. Big type. This horse's stats are not good now. It's going to take years, so I'm not worried about that. Ultimate Fan, they're probably going to stick him to the turf, but they could run him on the dirt. But I think they'll stick him to the turf. And then Whirlwind, turf as well. So fortunately, gosh, Whirlwind's already at 90 speed. It's tempting. I'm not going to lie, it's tempting. But again, like, we have horses with double S speed. So we don't need them. Alright guys, last 3 races of this episode. And let's just hope. Let's just hope Rough Monster is just being withheld from the final race that we're about to do. You know what I mean? And I should have saved beforehand, but if I have to redo it, I'll just have to go back. Rough Monster's here. You see, this... We would have to hope that Rough Monster doesn't finish in the points at all. And that's like... That's asking for a lot, man. Man, that sucks. That really, really sucks. Because, like... Again, watch. We're going to probably come within 5 points of winning, but not actually winning the championship. Man. In all honesty, too, like, I did save Paracosm quite a bit this year, but I wasn't thinking we were going to need even more races than what we needed last year. We obviously skipped a couple, but, like, those were earlier in the year. The championship had just barely started. Oh, man, that's such a bummer, bro. State Ruler's 3 points behind us. Rough Monster is 11 points ahead of us. We have to win this race and hope that Rough Monster finishes, like, outside of the points. That's just... Winning the race, yes, we can do. We've beaten all these horses before. But also hoping that the horse that's actually winning the championship doesn't finish in the top 5 or top 6. That's another thing that I have no control over. Unless I want to race dirty and block, but, like... Am I that desperate to get him a title when he still has a chance next year, even though I think it's still going to be tough? But, you know, oh, man. Ay, ay, ay. And we're not supposed to be in the front. Who's the front runner? Oh, we have none in this race, right? Yeah, we don't have any, of course. Oh, Sedate Ruler. I keep forgetting. Why do I feel like Sedate Ruler's been slow to get to the front in all of our races? Like, he takes, like, almost 40% of the race to get to the front, it seems like, every time you run against him. Where's Rough Monster? Where's Rough Monster? I know I skipped. Ah. Right there. I got excited hoping that maybe that horse was way at the back, tucked in somewhere that I couldn't see on the screen. No, just right there. The 8 horse. Just chilling. Waiting to ruin our day. Unless he gets blocked. Maybe Rough Monster will get blocked and we'll actually have the Gallop Racer deities on our side. Gotta be patient, gotta be patient. I do have a gap, right? Yes, we do. Sedate Ruler is probably going to smoke us, right? We are neck and neck with Sedate Ruler and just pulling away. There's nothing I could do. Just wasn't our year, man. Just wasn't our year. We need more speed. We need more speed. And I didn't think I ran this race right. Gosh, we didn't. That's a really bad result. But then again, where did Rough Monster finish? Oh, second. I was saying if Rough Monster didn't actually finish in the points, maybe redid it, but that was a bad race. I don't want to end it on that note for Paracosm. I'm gonna redo that. Yeah, I wasn't comfortable with just kind of how the last 3 furlongs of it went. That's also a longer race as well. Keep that in mind. Like, that's not our wheelhouse for Paracosm. I'm gonna reload my save, and we're just one and done this time. So whatever we do now, that'll be it, or not it. So I think I just have to put everybody back in their races, and then that's it. Whatever he does, because still being double digits behind is what's hurting us. If we were a lot closer, then yes, like finishing above the horses in front of us could potentially give us the win, but being as though we've been double digits behind the whole championship, you know. Nothing I can do about that, but 10.5. He's been running a lot shorter. 9 did run 10, ran that 6, but almost 10 grade 1 wins and 14 wins overall. Oh, Paracosm, you've done your best, man. I really, really believe he deserves the Hall of Fame. And I know there's still a chance next year, but it's like, I don't know. What if we get an even faster dirt horse next year? You know, it's just going to be the same story. Only difference is, I think we will have a better chance next year if he continues to grow, because he's still getting faster. I thought he was going to peak this year, but I kind of forgot that actually Crimson Art foals in this game don't peak really until they're 6. So yes, his stats will be on the decline, I think, halfway through his 6-year-old season, but again, he has a chance of getting a couple more points in speed. Imagine if he had like an additional 8 points in speed. I think we're winning the championship. As good of a horse as he is, he's just not fast enough to compete against the faster dirt horses when it matters at the right time. He's beaten everybody that we've been running against on track in the dirt races, but again, to do that consistently is hard. Because sometimes those horses are blocked, sometimes we just really run the perfect race and they had a bad trip. You can't hope for that every time, you know. This is almost an 11 furlong race. This is pushing the distance for him quite a bit. But he does have over 70 stamina, so he should be able to handle it. In fact, because of that, I probably just need to get him started a little bit sooner. And just see if that works out for us. So we'll see. But either way, he's had a heck of a year still. And I'm going to keep trying to get him that GWS Dirt title until I can, you know? Like, where's Sedate Ruler? Ah, wide post. Okay, you're forgiven. This race, you're actually forgiven because trying to get to the lead from that far out is pretty hard, especially in this game. Like, running on the turns in this game is actually like a grind, man. It's nothing like 2004. Nothing like 2004, especially on this difficulty. Like, running out the gate, post position 13 or 14, it just feels like you're just running in the ocean. And obviously you can't run in the ocean, but if we could run in the ocean, that's what it feels like. You're just running and running and not actually covering any ground.
5 furlongs to go.
Or running in the desert would probably be a better analogy, but you guys get the point. Where's Rough Monster?
Okay, this is where the race
The
is won.
Rough Monster's actually a little bit in a bind back there, so if I can take advantage of this pace, maybe we can actually make something happen. Okay, we gotta go now. Let's see if this actually works out for us. 1 tap, take off.
2 furlongs to go.
Now, I don't know if this is good for us or not. Rough Monster's still way back there. Whoa. Who is the 10 coming? You see, this is... He still has the stamina, but he's dropping. There's Sedate Ruler. We beat Rough Monster. It's a better effort. We finished 3rd, but how else could I have run that race? You know what I mean? What else could I have done to secure the win? Start earlier than that? Yeah, as you see, his speed started to drop at 1.5 furlongs. A shorter race, he holds on, he wins. 10.5 furlongs is pushing it. Better evals. I'm just going to leave it, man. It was too tough to win this year with Paracosm, and it's nothing on the horse. He hasn't run a single bad race the entire year. It's just these other dirt horses, they're slightly better, man. That's the truth. We have to give them their respects. Oh, man, that's a bummer, though. It's such a bummer. But yeah, Rough Monster was just too clear ahead. Double-digit points are really hard to come back from in the GWS fight, you know. We'll finish these last 2 races and conclude the episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a great episode. We haven't really had any bad races, and we've won most of our races, and we've been finishing in the top 3. It's been a good day, man. Young Crown Cup. So I think my horse is good to win in opens, but not against the other debuting 2-year-olds. I haven't recognized some of these names. Loot Planet, never heard of that horse. Jungle Lion, haven't heard of that horse. It's an open race. Half a dozen horses can win. There's really no heavy... Warm Star is the heavy favorite, but that's by $3. Still, I think Warm Star could be beaten. 74 speed. Wow, his speed is really getting up there pretty quickly. That's awesome, man. His speed is going to hit 90. Look at all those stats in the 60s. By next year, all of his stats will be in the 70s. That's actually kind of crazy. Like, the end of next year, all of his stats as a 3-year-old are going to be in the 70s. That's really, really, really good, actually. Legends Art. From Monsters Legend out of Perfect Art. I wonder if a lot of his stats will hit the 80s. I think his speed is going to hit 90. Guts, I don't know. Speed and Guts could potentially hit 90. Same with Stang. He's growing fast, and because he has... he does have Vivid Legends growth type as well, though. Keep that in mind. Not Crimson Art. So this guy is going to peak a little bit sooner. A year and a half sooner than our Crimson Art foals do.
It's a beautiful day for racing.
Alright, let's see what you got, man.
The horses are on the track.
Wow. I love Paracosm so much. Like, that horse has done so freaking well this year. He hasn't put a foot wrong and just... You know, just doesn't quite have as much speed as we needed against those other horses. That's really all it comes down to. You know?
And they're off.
We're off in the Young Crown Cup. Let's see if Legends Art can win his first Grade 1. What horse is that? Is that Only Dream? Perfect Dancer? Wait, Perfect Dancer's here? No, it's not the horse I was thinking about. Perfect Partner. Never mind. I got my perfects wrong.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
I'm gonna say, one of you guys are gonna like have to move, okay? Thanks. I mean, they don't have to move, but like, it's a video game, it's common courtesy. They should give me just a little bit of space. Wow, I actually got through the gap. I was nervous I was gonna miss it. Dude, there's no way we're gonna be caught, right? Or are we? No, we're gonna be caught. He's still going to try to finish 4th. 3rd or 4th. Probably 4th. 3rd. That's not bad. Still a podium. Still not quite ready for the grade 1 level. Like, supposed to finish 5th, finish 3rd. Warm Star was going to beat us either way. Good eval in the ratio. I'll take it. It's fine. That's a great effort. Like, I'm not even mad. We'll race against that horse again in a year's time. We'll be faster. It'll be a different story then. Well, guys, last race. I mean, wow, Paracosm has actually peaked. His speed dropped. Oh, that makes me so sad. It really does, man. I wanted him to win the dirt so bad, but like, nothing I could do, man. He just, as great of a horse as he is, just the lack of top-end speed on the dirt. That's it. But you know what? He's going to be a great sire to future dirt champions. Like the Great Bolero, you know what I mean? Kind of that same story. Even though we've struggled with the Great Bolero foals, but it's coming back in 2004. Last race of the season, like, just win it. That's it for Frugal Lark. I'm not concerned about any other horse in the field because I have that much faith in my girl.
It's a beautiful.
Beautiful day for racing. Fact. I want to play Pokemon again, but like, I'm so out of the loop of the new Pokemon series and just what the Pokemon are. It's just like I would really have to like have the time to do it. Or I could play some Pokemon MMO and we could all play together. You guys let me know if you're down for that. Because as long as you can play it on your PC or laptop or whatever, we can all play Pokemon MMO. Now that'd be pretty freaking fun, right? We can kind of form our own guild. It's a serious idea. Like I told you guys, I'm starting a Let's Play channel soon. Just still obviously getting things together for it. So being able to play Pokemon together with you guys would be pretty freaking fun. So if you're down for that, just comment Pokemon or your favorite Pokemon in the comment section below so I know you've still listened and have watched the video all the way. Alright, Frugal, let's go, my girl. Oh, look, no whip and she's pulling away. No whip and she's pulling away. Frugal Lark is so good, it doesn't even make sense. She is literally one of the best horses in the entire series. As far as like consistency and quality is concerned, Frugal Lark's one of the best horses in Gallop Racer. She's not a happy plane or ultimate fan, but like as far as winning when it matters, when you need to, yeah. You're looking at a 2-time Gallop World Series champion because she just won the Gallop Racer World Series Sprint. Let's go. She's so fun. I love Frugal Lark so much. If you guys don't understand, hopefully you're getting it. She's such a fun horse, man. She's such a fun horse. She's so fast. And she's just setting records left and right after we've already gotten the title. Like, we could really make her a super, super, super all-star and win a lot of titles, but at the same time, I want horses with better power ratings. So I'm also kind of thinking I want to retire her for next year's breeding. That way we can actually breed her with either Social Brandy or Mad Courage. Yeah. Primal Justice still was able to hold on to 3rd without having finished in any more races. Paracosm 2nd place. Did the best he could. Let's go, Frugal. Gosh, gotta love her, man. She's so strong. Look at her. Look at her front. She's so strong. And the GWS class win for us. It's been a while since we've gotten that, but yippee-ki-yay. Bleeper, bleeper. Because obviously, some of you guys are probably not old enough to even know what that movie comes from. Shout out to, of course, anybody that knows that movie. Paracosm, you had a heck of a year, my guy. Let's just see how consistent he was this year. Let's check out his stats. Okay. So, his 5-year-old campaign. He won the Kyoto Stakes. Finished 2nd in the Universal Cup. 2nd, okay? That's one of the biggest races in this game. But look who he lost to, Rough Monster. See, it was already done from that point. I didn't even realize. Rough Monster was just going to win. You know what I mean? But anyways, he second in the Universal Cup. He won first, or he came first at the Grade 2 Nagano. First in this Grade 1 Caesars Cup. Third in the First Stakes. Second in the Music S. First in the World Sprint. Third in the Independence. In other words, he didn't finish worse than third the entire season. He still does have the Dirt Champ title, but that's all he's got. And he's not a turf horse, so I can only really get titles with him on the dirt or other like miscellaneous titles that I'm not in the mood for chasing. So need to save him as well. But gosh, Paracosm, I was really nervous about him, you know, between his 2 and 3 year old season, and then as soon as he turned 4 years old, the worries went away. What a year, really. What a year for everybody. Let's see what the awards are. Classifications. Let's see if our boy is up here at all. Ooh, Legends Art, 121. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take it. 3-year-olds. We have none. 4-year-olds. Is Frugal 4 or 5? How old is Frugal? Frugal, I can't even remember. She should be at the top. Yeah, 140 for Frugal Lark on the mile. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 140 on the mile, man. You gotta love it. You gots to love it. It's one of the highest ratings I've gotten for a mare in quite some time in this game. So yes, I am excited about that. Let me have my moments. Let me have our moments. We're sharing this together. 138 for the mid, 136 for the sprint. She's dominated every category. And Paracosm actually got 132 for the short, 136 for the dirt. Our boy got over that one. Today Ruler 138, Rough Monster 137. Hats off to them. They were really tough this year. It was a really fun year. In all honesty, I'm bummed about Paracosm not winning the dirt, but it was a heck of a year. Prime Colony. Well, you know, if Prime Colony is going to walk away and win the Turf Series with like over 60 points, okay, fair play. You deserve Horse of the Year. But Frugal Lark, she gets Best Sprinter. Shocker. And she gets Best Older Mare. But also, look who got Best Older Dirt Horse. Or Best Dirt Horse in general, I should say. Rough Monster, no surprise. Nothing for Paracosm, which, if he wasn't going to get Best Dirt Horse or Horse of the Year, there was nothing else that he was going to get. But Frugal, yeah. Frugal always winning awards. She's one of the best horses in the game. Shocker. Jockey-wise, I don't care about this. 59, 60% win average. And earnings, we finished second. Win average... So do they... What? You guys are seeing what I'm seeing, right? They're saying Bates won for win average at basically 20%. We were 60%, and we're not even on the board. I guess we broke it, huh? Because is it based off of... It's always... Win average is always based off of your win average, and we're just not even here. That's actually hilarious. I don't care. I'm just really like, wow. The game's just like, yeah, we're not even going to put you up there, bro. Ooh, Dream Cup. I keep forgetting we can do this. You can really enter the Dream Cup every year in this game. Ugh. What's really the point, though? Like, I have the same horses, and I'm not winning. What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna try. Have I tried Social Branding on the dirt? I feel like I keep trying them on the turf. I don't know. Dream Sprint. Can anybody run that? Social Branding. I'm gonna run them in that race just because. Like, I don't really see why not. Because, like, I mean, we're not winning these races with these horses. We still need better horses to win the Dream Series, so... East to Pull, I still want to put her in some race, I just don't know where. East to Pull, where can you run? The Distaff? Is that really it? So all she can run is the Distaff. That's... okay. Alright. Well, you guys get a special treat. Two more races, then we'll be done. Alright, well. Still a really great year, honestly. Social Branding with no chance. Shocker. I know this is not his race, but like I've run him in the races that he was supposed to win and we still struggled, so like whatever. Gosh, to think that we're still such a long way in this game, because as good as Social Branding and Eastapool were, I'm struggling against these horses in the Dream Series. We really need the Super Horse, and we're not close. I'm going to be honest with you guys, if we could have put Honeybee in the Hall of Fame, I think she'd have a chance, because she was such a crazy strong closer. Oh, I forgot. This is only 5 furlongs. What am I doing?
2 furlongs to go.
I actually forgot what type of race I was in, and we're probably just going to start going backwards. Yep. That's actually really funny. We're not going to fall in last, though. That's even funnier. We beat 5 horses. Wow. Not even a sprinting horse. Keep that in mind. That's hilarious. 8th? Was it really only 13 horses in this field? That doesn't make sense. Oh, 14. Wow. We beat 6 horses. That's hilarious. We were supposed to finish 12th, so, I mean, that's on the stretch. Yeah, I totally forgot that was 5 furlongs. That race was over before I could even figure it out. 2 and 6. Okay. Alright, last race. Eastapool. Her odds. This is a race she can realistically run, but look at this field. Cam's Crown, Happy Frickin' Plane, Eager Judge, Kinky Weapon, Proud Diver, Frugal Lark. Now, the good thing is, Frugal will give us a chance to actually win. I feel confident that she could be competitive. Until I see her odds and see that she's actually 20 to 1 and the game says, oh yeah, she's good, but she's still nothing compared to the rest of these horses, which I understand. Wow. We actually have a better chance to win on Eastapool today than what Frugal Lark would be. That's kind of bananas. That's really bizarre. They're saying Eastapool is better than Frugal Lark? Really? She's faster, okay, but Frugal Lark is much stronger overall. And Frugal actually has abilities. Alright, whatever. Yep. Let's just see how we do. I'm going to do the Dream Series every year just to, like, continue to just have some experience in it, right? That way when we actually get a horse that can potentially win it, it's not like I'm doing it for the first time. So I'm going to run it every year, even if I know it's the same horses and we can't win. Every race is different. They turn out different. And just kind of got to figure out what's the best way to run this race. Because, I mean, we're against the best horses in the game at this point. This is, gosh, Endgame. Could you believe I couldn't even remember what the name of that movie was? This is the Endgame for 2003. So once we can actually win these races and win this series, we've effectively beat the game. I can't imagine there's anything else to do. But we're still a ways off. Because, like, these horses, they're only here because we just unlocked the Hall of Fame a couple years ago. You know what I mean? So, like, I wonder. With Vivid Legend, Crimson Arts, Honeybee, I'm curious about how things would have went if we could have put those horses into the Hall of Fame and ran them in these races, you know? Perfect Art, even. Yeah, I'm really curious how that would have turned out for us.
2 furlongs to go.
Oh, let's see. Eastapool, let's see how you fight here, my girl. She's actually doing decent today. That's... the field's gonna just absolutely just rocket past us at the line. Stamina hurt her. Man. 8th for both horses, and we were supposed to finish 12th for both horses. That's actually hilarious. Who set the record? Desert Ending. Yeah, like... that's on double S on the stretch again, too. We're gonna win one of... I feel like in the next... I feel like in the next 5 to 7 years in this game, we'll win one of these races. I just don't know which one. 5 to 7. We're really close. Frugal Lark going to the breeding barn is going to help us out tremendously. Tremendously. So we're much closer than it may appear. Guys, this is another year. And I'm going to go ahead and save. We'll go ahead and check on the foal. That's it back there. And decide what I'm going to do with Frugal Lark. I could continue to run her. But because I want to like get better horses faster, since the game isn't giving me fillies, I think I might retire her early. I mean, Frugal Lark is not like the last good horse we're gonna have, so I don't need to have like this desperation mindset of holding on to her. So she's on the decline officially. Her stats have dropped a tad bit. I mean, I think speed's dropped 2 points or something, but that's not a big deal. And she's still good enough to win for a while. She's won the sprint and the turf. What's her dirt rating? I think it'd be hard to win with her on the dirt. But we could win that with her as well. 11 wins. I mean, yeah, like her stats obviously could be a lot better as far as like what we've achieved with her, but I'm thinking about breeding and long. Like, I'm pulling what these owners do in real horse racing. I'm retiring her probably earlier than I should. Granted, she's probably actually at her peak. So anytime, retiring her at any point now would be okay, but like, I know we could still win with her. She's got 4 titles. She's got Mile Champ. She's won 2 GWSs and Record Breaker. I don't feel like I need to do more with her if I can use her for breeding this year. You know what I mean? So I'm going to sit on this one. I don't want to retire her yet because maybe I'll change my mind. But based off of what I want to achieve in this series, gosh, he's getting so fast so quick. It's kind of ridiculous. I wasn't expecting him to have such a quick growth. But at the same time, he is going to peak a little bit earlier, so that also makes sense for it. We're still keeping him on the speed and stamina regiment because we need both of those things to be good. In fact, his stamina's been okay. I'm not bothered by it. I'm going to do speed, speed, stamina, speed, speed, stamina. And just kind of go like that for him. Okay. So that's what we're going to do next time out. Alright. Yeah, his field's about to hit 70. Yeah, all of his stats are going to be well over 70. A few could hit 80s. He's going to be really strong. Anybody with that Dominator ability typically turns out to be. So he's 2 for 4. Legends Art. Looking good, brother. Looking good. I want easy wins. So until they tell me we're going to have handicaps, opens. Just going to keep it simple with him. Frugal, I don't know what to do yet. And Paracosm, he's... winning the dirt's going to be hard this year. If we're going to still try it. So we'll keep him in grade 1 shape. We'll run him in the Kyoto to kick off this year. Because there's still a chance. Maybe we'll actually get a less competitive dirt field. And he can actually win it without me stressing, you know. Any new horses? Wow, they're still here. I'm surprised. I'm not getting them. The game is leaving them here like I want them. Like, I'm not acquiring these horses. We don't need them. They don't fit into the plan. They don't fit into the plan. Favorite Wish. Didn't I look at her? Impost not good. Ugh. Well. Are there any, like, gems in here that maybe I just haven't seen? Rich Episode? You are interesting. Yeah, no. Ooh, Scabbard's back, but like she's okay in this game. She's not as good as she is in the others. Okay, yeah, no good fillies as always. The game, like, is my game broken? Like, there's no good fillies in the shop, and then we haven't gotten any fillies from breeding in 10 years. It's really bizarre. Super duper bizarre, but whatever, man. Alright, well, let's take a look at Toxic Waters, who is from Social Brandy and East of Pool. Both of their first foal together. And are we surprised? He's already 4-star potential. Could be a 5-star horse. Coming from Social Brandy and East of Pool. And just to remind you about what we should get from those two parents with the stats once that horse is ready to hit the track. Well, You see social branding. Okay, bad breaking. Whatever. Not a good response. We can deal with that. Health. C. Okay. A's on everything else. So that are important. A speed, A stamina, A power, A guts, A temper. All the categories that are really important to me. A. That means A is 70 or higher, right? Yeah, A's are 70 or higher. Okay, cool. And we remember social branding stats were much higher than that, actually, at his peak. They were basically close to 80, if not a couple over 80. So that's his stats for those categories. And let's look at East of Pool here. S speed. So the horse is going to be fast. Toxic waters that we're talking about are full. The stamina is going to be better. B ranked stamina, that puts you between 60 and 69, give or take. Maybe it'll hit 70 with our training. So stamina will be like, we won't have to worry about stamina. That's a good thing. Power will be improved, probably to a 60, which is all we need. All I want is 60 power and above. We can't have horses with 40 power and lower. 50 is like, you're treading water with 50, but 60 and up, that should have us okay. Of course, I want my horses to have at least 70 power and higher, but if it's a little bit above 60, we can work with that. A guts, we know the guts is going to be great. The response rating will be improved. So it's not going to be our super horse. Could be one of the first mini ones that we have. You know, because of the speed, because of the guts rating. The stamina is going to be improved, and the power will finally not be bad. We've had, all of our originals for years have just had bad power ratings. Finally, that should be improved. Not by a whole lot, but it should be better. You know, because Mad Courage, he has a bad power rating. And I did Mad Courage. We did Mad Courage and Honeybee, right? Horse is going to be so fast. It's just going to be wild, man. It's going to be bananas. But yeah, he has a bad power rating. Vivid Legend only has B. Social Brandy only has A. Crimson Art only has D. Wow. I actually just don't have very powerful horses either side. That's kind of insane. Like, there's nobody with an S power rating anywhere here. Nobody has S. The highest is A, and it's only one horse over here. I'm thinking. Like I said, Frugal Arc is going to change things so dramatically for the mares. I mean, we're not going to get a bad stat. Temper may not be great. Health will not be. Health will be probably improved. All the sires typically have. All the studs have decent health. Good stamina, good power. So, 81 power. Like, she's actually going to have an S ranked power rating potentially when she's retired. That's amazing. S power. We don't have a single horse with S. So that's going to be fantastic. It does make me wonder, though, if I should... I mean, the thing is, we have to get a number of foals out of Frugal Arc. Like, we're going to have to just use her consistently for the next couple of years. Just to make sure that every horse we get from her is going to have a good power rating. You know what I mean? And if we ever do get a filly, that's just going to be a blessing on top of it. Oh, wow. I'm excited. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Toxic Waters is looking really good from Social Brandy out of East of Pool. Again, should be our first kind of mini super horse because we haven't had the opportunity of breeding a horse like Social Brandy. He's been the strongest stud we've had. With a horse like East of Pool, who I think is amongst some of the strongest mares we've had. I mean, she's still ASS like everybody else. But, you know. Yeah. D power. It's just like, why does this game give horses such bad power ratings? I wonder who they consider better between East of Pool and Honeybee. Like, East of Pool has the two S's. Now she has B's in places where Honeybee has A's. So... Huh. Yeah, I wonder who they consider better. Their stats are pretty similar. You know what I mean? In fact, it's only speed, braking, staying, feel, and health that change. And stamina. Honeybee has better stamina. Oh no, they have the same stamina. Ignore me. Yeah, I wonder who they consider better. Interesting. Paracosm, when it's time to retire him, we'll be replacing Monsters Legend. Crimson Art I'm always going to keep because he's been so reliable for the growth-type horses, and Paracosm is a prime example of that. Social Branding, of course, we're keeping. You know, Vivid Legend, I'm not going to lie. I could kind of replace him at any point. You know, like, he does have sustained growth type, which is nice. Even though in this game, he peaks. Like, his foals peak a little bit earlier, for whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, his stats aren't great. That's the thing. He's good for the distance. We know that. He's good for the distance. He's good for the growth type. Very good response. But, yeah, if we ever need to replace studs, we know Monsters Legend is going to be replaced by Paracosm soon. And Vivid Legend, if I need space, he'll be the next one to go. Because, like I said, Crimson Art has, to me, given me what I've needed. We just need stronger Broodmares. And imagine, Crimson Art and Frugal Arc. That should be fantastic. You know? Like, if I retire Frugal Arc this year, I don't know who I'm breeding her with. Social Brandy would make the most sense right now. Mad Courage will probably do the year after, but I think Social Brandy and Frugal Arc will legitimately give us a true super horse like Butterfly Effect from 2004. I'm pretty confident. I just have to run it through, essentially, my spreadsheet to make sure that it would kind of come out that way, and as long as it does, then yeah. We get that going this year, and like I said, 5 to 7 years before we can win a Dream Cup Series race. We're getting there. Appreciate you guys for love and support on the channel and this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the Pokemon MMO thing. I'm serious about that, so please comment that in the comment section below if you'd be down to do that. And we'll be back with some more Gallop Racer action here very soon. Until next time, the Horse Racing Gamer signing out. Hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you later. And
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.
hey guys, it's Eric. Just a quick reminder to smash the like button if you find yourself enjoying this video at any time. Leave your comments as well, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe, because 64% of you at the moment, for some reason, aren't subs, so make sure you hit that button. Without further ado though, let's get into today's video.